So today we're winding our way to Mt Beckworth. Mt Beckworth is near Clunes in central Victoria, about 1.5 hours from Bendigo, 2 hours from Melbourne. It's a little mountain. I think there's 3 campgrounds, one with toilet facilities, the other 2 are more like picnic areas. Here we are. Manna camping area to the left, the Dam camping area, and Cork Oaks camping area to the right. We're going to Cork Oaks. Bring your own firewood, which I have. Camp only in designated areas. No vehicles off track. Today's a Thursday, so I'm not expecting too many people to be here, if any. Oh, having said that, here goes a car the other way. Oh, that's pretty good of them. Okay. It's more foresty than I expected. There's a lot of these trees around here called cork oaks. I forget the scientific name for them. It was raining a few days ago, so I wasn't sure what this road was going to be like. But I'm in a 2-wheel drive and doesn't seem to be an issue. Turn left to go to Cork Oaks picnic area toilets. A little bit of corrugations, only minor. This is a free camp, flat spot there, but no cars. There's no cars. Doesn't say no camping though. It's not the biggest mountain. I think the summit's about 634 meters. From what I've seen on the internet, it seems to be a popular place for hikers. Come out on a weekend and climb up the mountain to the summit. Okay, I can see the toilets there to the left. So this, oh, watch that dip. Saw that the last second. Okay, here we are. You gotta watch these, there's a couple of dips here. You gotta be careful of. Okay. That comes to an end. So there's posts. So you're gonna have to carry your equipment to where you want it. There's a fire pit over there. And one of those tabletops that you can put a tent on or a swag, and the toilets are over there. So if I go park over there, that might be me. There's a bit of a slope to this campground, I see. I'm gonna have to try to find the flattest spot. Oh, okay. There is paper. Not the cleanest toilet. Why don't people close the lid? I don't know why. Toilets aren't too bad shape. There's paper in that one too. No mosquitoes, no flies. Probably no snakes. The sun's just starting to hit that hill there now. Right, let's get this tent set up. The tent pegs went in easier than I expected, considering there was a few rocks and that around. But it's all good. What I'm going to do now, it's only just past 1 o'clock. I'm going to climb to the summit. So about a 2-hour walk. So I'm going to change into my hiking boots, and this will be a bit of a test for me because I had knee surgery at the start of the month and I've been recovering with different types of exercises and slowly getting back into it. The walking seems to be okay, but this will be the first bit of stressful walking, I guess. So I'm going to take me trusty walking poles to take the pressure off, and I'll put some bit of knee pressure things, whatever you call these things, and see how I go. Okay, you got your bullet hole sections here. Manna track, Dam track, Southern Ridge track. That's our area there. So we need to go on the yellow one, which is a feldspar. So that's 1 hour. Oh, that's all right. That's pretty good. I can do that. So I've got my car and tent as secure as I can possibly make it. It's always a concern when you're camping, isn't it? But you just have to trust people. So we'll see how we go. Oh, look, even while I've just started, here is a beautiful example of a cork oak. Have a look at it. I think you all know what cork is. I don't have to explain that. I can't quite tell from touching it, but look at it. It's so different to other trees. Quite unique. You know me, I like trees and rocks and boulders and all that sort of stuff. I guess I just follow this track. I don't know if you ever use walking sticks. This is not a paid promotion or anything, but I'm using Mountain Designs Tread Cork. And I've got the thing set at 105 and 105 for my height. I find these very comfortable. When I go up hills, I put the strap on, but I have my hand like that, and when I go down hills I actually go like that because I sort of pin the pole into the ground, secure it, and then go down. I just find that a little bit easier. Have a look at these boulders. I just think they're fantastic. It's not cold. I think it's I don't know, around 10, 12, 14 degrees. I'm just guessing without looking at my phone. When the sun is out, you do start getting pretty warm. As soon as the sun goes behind the clouds and you stop, well, you start to get a little bit chilly. Ow! Fucking lucky I had my hat on then. Would have got the stick through my head. It's reasonably steep. Looks like a 30-degree angle. Well, I've gone 690 metres. I think it's a kilometre altogether, wasn't it? I can't remember now. This is the view so far. And I'll tell you what, I'm getting pretty warm. I better take my shirt off. Yeah, going down might be a bit more trickier. So there we go. It's levelled off a little bit now. Can't be too far.
I don't understand.
Who's talking to you, Siri? Nobody. Shut up. I'm glad they got these markers because the track is a little bit hard to see because of all the fallen bark and leaves. And one area looks much like another area, so you can't even see the worn out track. Just going to see if this view works with this camera. I've got it tucked in under my shoulder strap. It seems to be staying there. And the arrow says, keep going up. Keep going up. Okay. Keep going up. Can't be much further. So that's looking east. And you probably won't be able to see it, but just above the treetops there, just out the front of us there, is the town of Clunes. So that took me 35 minutes. That's not bad for an old bloke. It said an hour, so I'm pretty happy with that. 1.2 kilometres almost, and ascent 209 metres. Oh, there we go. It says 1.2 k's to Cork Oaks. 35 minutes. Oh, well, there you go. How come it said an hour before? So that says 35 minutes. Well, maybe going downhill. Downhill is quicker. Oh, time to give this tree a hug. There's something powerful in that. The sun's shining on it, it's warm. It's like I can feel it. Radiata pine, Monterey pine. Register of significant trees. 320 people celebrated its 100th birthday, 22nd of April 2018. What do they call them? A trig marker? Trigonometric? I don't know. It's missing one of its leaves. How did that happen? How would that happen? Still fairly sturdy. Still, you'd think they'd fix that. There's your view looking at the wind turbines. None of them are moving. Maybe because the wind's pretty much non-existent today. Can you hear how quiet it is? Apart from my voice spoiling the ambience. It's something you always got to do, isn't it? When you see a rock, you've got to climb it. Climb to the peak and look out. I just wanted to mention a bit further about these poles. I'm no expert in using poles, but I've learned from experience. So when you set them up, technically you're supposed to do it so your elbow's 90 degrees. That's how you do your height. And because there's two sections that pull out and they've got numbers, I try to keep them the same so I remember what the length should be. So I got 105 and 105. You could have 100 and you could have 110. It's the same thing, but keep them the same. So that's when you're on level ground. But apparently when you're climbing, because you're on an incline, you're supposed to reduce the distance a little bit. So just make them a tad shorter, maybe 5. And the opposite happens when you're going back down. So you'd increase it by 5 or so, whatever feels comfortable. But the thing is with me, like I said, when I'm usually holding them, I'm holding them like this, especially when I'm going up. But when I go down, I actually change positional, as I said. So I'm actually gaining that little bit of extra length anyway. So for me, I don't bother changing it. And my height, I'm 5'7", 105, 105. That's for me. These have actually also got a, what do you call it, a suspension thing. So it takes a little bit of, I don't know, it's supposed to work a bit better. So when you're climbing. So that's it. Well, I'm going to head back down and hopefully I won't fall over or anything. So go back down and start preparing for the evening, I guess. I heard some voices coming down the hill because voice sound travels. So maybe it's not as quiet as I thought during the middle of the week. So I thought the summit was that way, but it's actually up that way. So I did 2.72 kilometres in about an hour and a half, but that's dawdling up at the top as well. So I'm happy with that. Let's go say hello to these visitors. Yeah, I was going to ask you where you're from. You just said Ballarat.
Yeah.
Have you come here for any hikes or anything?
Oh, we're here for the birds, actually.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet, although I did see an eagle before.
It's not too, well, we've got here, through here, we've seen heaps of the yellow tufted honey eaters. There's one through there.
Oh, you might be able to teach me some things.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're conservation students. So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, we love all that sort of stuff. But
cool.
Yeah, there's heaps of different honey eaters. Yellow-faced, white-naped.
You're telling me all these words, but unless I see the picture, I don't know. I don't know what you're saying.
Absolutely fair.
I saw one eagle at the top, but it was really quiet.
This time of day, middle of the day, it's definitely more quiet than first thing in the morning or dusk. That's when they all get out. And
we might chat later. And
yeah, I'm sure we will. No worries.
See what happens.
No worries.
All right, cool.
Good to meet you, mate.
I'm Dan, by the way.
Yeah,
anyway. Lily, Flynn, Lily, and
Bronte over there.
Bronte. It's always a good idea to change shoes after a walk. Just changing your shoes makes you feel so good. Here's my camp set up without the trail this time. Should be a nice evening. There's a slight breeze. Well, it's just after 5 o'clock. Apparently it's only 10.2 degrees here. Feels like 6.5. The conservationists have got a few friends join them. And we've got another little camper van that's also come along, which is a bit surprising really. That's a little bit different to what I'm usually accustomed to when I go camping in the middle of the week. Still good, there's plenty of room. Alright, just got the simple beef and pasta hot pot. Oh, let's see how that goes. Looks alright. I've had a few of these meals and they bloody taste really nice, some of them. Some, not so good. Hey Siri, start a timer for 12 minutes. I set up my gas lantern, but it wasn't working as good as I hoped. I don't know why. Maybe the mantle hasn't quite been prepared properly. I'll have to double check that at home. So anyway, I've got plenty of other lights to keep me going. So it's a beautiful evening here tonight. Absolutely clear sky. Bit of a new moon happening. Some stars are out. My fire is going very nicely indeed. It is a bit chilly tonight, so I'm glad I brought the right gear. Oh man, that's good. That is really good. Just needed that. Good morning. It was pretty chilly last night, so I'm glad I brought extra blankets. Anyway, always be prepared, as they say. It's a beautiful morning. I thought it might be foggy, but it isn't. And the sun is shining on the mountain tops. Makes it look quite pretty. Anyway, it's a bit dewy this morning, so I'm going to make some breakfast, take my time, pack up, and then look at that dam reserve camping area a little bit better on the way out, and also the Manna gums, which we didn't see. So I'll show you that, and I might go have a look at Clunes nearby and see what photos I can take there. It's a pretty historic sort of town, so let's see what I make of that. Anyway, time for some breakfast. It's a peaceful place. Once the kids went to bed after midnight, there wasn't much noise at all. I did hear some possums, and I did hear a distant train. And it went on for ages. For a start, I didn't know what it was until I heard the horn, the train horn. When I was coming up that walk yesterday, I did see a wallaby jumping across in front of me, just where this really interesting rock formation was. I like how massive boulders can sit in precarious positions like that. It's pretty interesting. You can see where I put my tent between the fire pit and the toilets. It's what, 8:30 I think, and the shade is still on the tent, so it's not drying up. Whereas you can see the rest of the campground, especially on this side here, it's sunny. So if that's what you want. And that tree in the afternoon is casting a shadow across that bench, but it's only a slim shadow, a slim shady. But you can see it's a reasonably sized campground. You can fit a few people in here. They have to share the fire pit, but you can get a nice little group in here. And if you're in a camper, you can just park in the car park like that, like my car. There's other people decide to park on the other side. Anyway, let's go have a look at those last two campgrounds. So this is the dam, picnic area and camping area. That's got no facilities. You've got a fire pit and a picnic bench. A few trees around. Looks reasonably flat. You could put a few tents in here, but you can't drive your car right into it. Let's have a look at the dam. Not looking too good, is it? Hopefully fills up over winter. Another picnic spot here. Got a campfire and a bench. Right on the edge of the dam. Be nice if it was full. Let's go have a look at Manna gums. It's a busy place compared to a lot of the places I've been to. I passed 3 more 4-wheel drives coming in. Okay, here we are. Here we are at Manna Gums. The road in was a little bit bumpy, but you can still do it in your 2-wheel drive easy enough. There was a couple of spots that would have been nice along the way to camp, but you can't camp there because it's sign, there's no camping and sometimes no cars and no fires. But this place, you can see here, nice big flat spots. There's a campfire over here. Someone's left a little bit of wood. There's a picnic table. No toilets, of course. So look, you can fit a few tents here, a couple of caravans or something, if you wanted to. But it is a bit of a loop, so just be mindful where you put your tents and stuff so they don't get run over. And here's another entry to another walk. So, as I said before, there's lots of walks, several walks in the area. So we're here at the moment. We were camped there, we climbed up to there, we're there, and we just had a look at the dam visit area just before, and then we came this way. So 3 different locations up here at Mt Beckworth, all free. There's been good phone service for your information. There's toilets only at the Cork Oaks one. Good walk up to the summit, and bring your own wood. That's about all I got to say. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.